Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Photographic Memory Podcast. I'm excited to welcome to the program Dr. Shannon Panzo. Dr. Shannon, what's going on?
Oh, we're having a great time today. Things are moving and uh, oh, the birds are chirping and flying and everything's happening.
Exactly. And everything is happening and great things happen here. And Dr. Shannon is a photographic memory expert, a brain management expert, and also he does mentoring. Check out zuxpro.com to sign up today for ZuxPro or even contact him for mentoring. Our topic, I just had to put my old education hat on. I'm a certified elementary education teacher. I have a master's degree in education. I've taught high school, elementary school, middle school. And this is my favorite time of the year, and it's the summer, because what I always have said to my students and when I ran my tutoring business, which I still today, that parents, the ones who choose to do summer tutoring, are ahead of every other one of the kids, if you can get the kids to do it, especially before the pandemic. But now we're starting to see a difference, and that's great. We're getting back to normal. That basically, that this is the best way for success, is to go do summer tutoring. But it could be even better and more beneficial if you try to advance them, not just get tutoring, but advance. Because if they show up advanced the next year, how big would that be? How much of a game changer would that be for your son or daughter?
Well, I'm sure that you're talking from experience, and I just want to broaden the topic just a little bit. And that is, whenever a child goes to school, now whether they're in grade school, especially when they start going into junior high and high school, what happens is they get involved in a lot of extracurricular activities on top of that. So not only do they have all the things that they're supposed to be studying, they're also supposed to be interactive with all these extracurricular activities, whether it be sports, a chess club, what have you, whatever it is that turns them on. So you have all these wonderful things that a child can do, all these different opportunities. And there's extension of these opportunities, even if you're studying at home. So you always have these things available to some degree. Now, when it comes to the summer months should be about learning as well.
Right.
Life is not about taking a 3-month break.
Exactly.
That doesn't happen in the real world. Come on.
No, it
if you
doesn't.
go to
Maybe
your
in the
if you
academic
go
world,
to
it's the only thing in the academic world they take a 2-month break, right? No other
yeah
world except the academic world, yeah. Or in schools,
yeah
3 month, right?
yeah if you went to your boss and you said, okay, I want to take my academic 3-month break, and you're not doing academics,
No, that
they're going
that
to
wouldn't
say,
go.
well,
That wouldn't
don't
go
come
out.
back.
Go well. That wouldn't go well.
Like, don't come back. If you want to have that kind of vacation. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't work very well in the real world, and this is what people have to realize. So the more that we can integrate our children into thinking into real world terms, in other words, learning doesn't stop, the wheel doesn't stop, and we don't really get a break. We can take breaks along the way, but we really don't get a break. We're in the cog. We're on that. We're on that hamster wheel, running, 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 and that's the way life is. And no matter who
Completely.
you are, there's no real end to it. It's just you might get a break once in a while.
Right.
Okay, so when it comes to learning is critical, and so that you actually do have more avenue to take advantage of extracurricular activities, to take advantage of breaks, to take advantage of your free time the way that you want to take care of it, then you need to have a superior way of gaining information and utilizing that information to be the better student and ultimately be better in life. What do you think about that, Neil? Does that sound like a good idea?
That's a huge, great thing to happen for sure.
Okay, so your experience, how many people find disappointment in education?
A lot,
And why is that?
because they feel it's challenging. They feel it's just something that is boring and that they can't really advance, so that they just basically say, okay, whatever, let's just, education is just not an important thing. Other things are, because they don't think it could be, advanced to the highest level, like other things like ballet or dance or sports. We can't get to this academic extraordinary. Either you're born with it or not.
Well, no matter where you are, no matter what intellectual level you're born into, and that's usually based upon your socioeconomic development. In other words, what has been with your family beforehand, you still have upward mobility. And this is a great big point that I want to make, and that is, I don't care how smart you are today, there's always ways to be smarter for tomorrow. And the more smarts that you get, the better off you are,
Exactly.
because it allows you to be more and more prepared for what you're doing. Now, this can be the college degree, or it can be the genius fisherman. Just be good at what you're doing. So
Completely.
anyhow,
Yeah.
right. So go back to the fact is, we now have an opportunity. There have been a lot of children these days that have just outright missed the opportunity, missed a year, sometimes even more, of actual schooling, whenever they're not given the opportunity to actually participate in a well-rounded school. And so now here they are floundering, because whenever let's say they go into college level, well, they're automatically a year behind in their own progression in getting into the college level, simply because they missed out on a year of school.
Definitely. Absolutely.
Do you think that's going to affect them?
Oh, it's truly going to.
Okay. So we've established there is a definite need in a person taking on a lot more education.
Oh, absolutely.
And
It's a huge need.
it's not just for school kids, by the way. It's literally for everyone.
Right.
It used to be back in the 50s and 60s. Uh, Typically, the average person back in the 50s would have around a fifth grade, sixth grade education, and that was perfectly fine for leading them throughout life. Well, that quickly left us, and now we have to keep learning throughout the rest of our life. This is the new way how to learn.
Right.
And that's with mental photography, because mental photography gives you the rate of learning that you need, not only in school, but in your professional development, your personal development, all the things that you want to have happen to you, all the things that you want to change, all the things you want to take on board. All those things are there for you. You just need to find the way to get to it effectively and efficiently.
Exactly.
That's what Zoxpro is all about.
And that's the great thing. That's what Zuckerberg, because once you have that ability to mentally photograph different items and then be able to recall them and answer questions and to have knowledge, you come back to school a different person.
A heck of a lot more confident.
Oh, I would think they'd be a heck of a lot confident. They could just say, well, can I see the textbooks for next year? Okay, there you go. Mentally photograph them and they'll be teaching the class, right, Dr. Shannon?
Well, maybe not teaching the class, because the teachers always like to uh, hold the bridle, so to speak, make sure that they're the ones in charge. Sort of a little bit of a power play, but that's all there is to it. When it comes to getting this information this way, the average person that's studying on a conventional level will study hours and hours and hours a week, many hours a week, depending upon the course load that they take. And if you can shorten that down to even, let's say, 10 minutes a day, or in some cases 10 minutes a week, and still be scoring A's and B's, you're in great shape. You're going to do well.
Absolutely. So the best place to go right now is
Zoxpro.com.
because
Because great things happen here.
that's exactly it. And give us a update when you see the commercial that's out there on social media. Share that, especially if you're a fan of the show and you've been watching for a long time or listening for a long time, the more people know about Zux Pro and Dr. Shannon Panzo, the better their lives will be. Because again, great things happen here. So I appreciate it, Dr. Shannon. Talk to you next time. Take care.
Have a great day, Neil.
All right. That was the Photographic Memory Podcast. Take care, guys.